Hey, so update on the Nadia story. If you don't know, Nadia is a big big COD player, and has been accused of cheating. And Doug Sensor basically got this technology to be able to tell whether or not someone has ever cheated in COD. So it's kind of genius when you think about it. He planned this big stream where he was naming and shaming all these cheaters basically, and he said, "Oh, I've got some Nadia content too." Towards the end of the stream, so everyone was like, "Oh, has he got the smoking gun? Is it time to expose Nadia?" And the dude got on a jet ski over to where she lives and had a wedding ring to propose to her. So it's all memes, it's all funny, but really when you think about it, you shouldn't really be making accusations that are potentially career-ending unless you've got a smoking gun. And Doug did not have that smoking gun, so Doug takes the L on this. Of course, people are still accusing Nadia of cheating, but I feel like if he doesn't have the smoking gun, where is it? She's just good at COD. Come on, internet. Just accept it. She's good at video games. I don't know what else to say, man. She's just good at the game. Hopefully some of the heat will die down on her and she'll just be able to, be the brilliant COD player she is. So that's the update on that story. If anything, Doug looked like a guy that makes false accusations with no grounding and then can't back it up and then turns it into a joke for content. That's what he seems. To me, at this point, I feel like he's lost all his integrity. Yeah. I'm like, well, do we believe the other people that he's pointed out? I don't know, man. I feel disappointed, Doug. I'm disappointed in you. So that's the Nadia story. Oh, Destiny and Keffals drama. Oh, man, this is a saga in itself. If you don't know, Destiny used to stream on Twitch. He's one of the OG streamers, one of the first people to make a living off streaming. He's kind of like the granddad of streaming. And he got deplatformed from Twitch. He got banned, perma-banned, and moved to YouTube and made more money on YouTube than on Twitch. He's a political streamer, and he's had it back and forth with Keffals. If you don't know, Keffals, she basically is a transgender activist, and I think they got into it over a panel about whether or not transgender athletes should be able to compete alongside women. Destiny thought no, Keffals thought yes, and then they fought, and then Keffals accused Destiny of sending a hate raid over to her channel, when in actual fact he asked her to name names of the people in her chat, and she wasn't able to provide them. And basically it made it look like he's like, look, none of these are from my community. I told them not to bother you. And there's this whole thing with a website called Kiwi Farms, which are basically like stalkers, like online, like social stalkers. She blamed that website for doxing her and her family and harassing her and all this other stuff. The Kiwi Farms thread, don't get me wrong, is long. And yeah, they're not the best people on Kiwi Farms, let's be honest. And yes, they get information like that, but actually the source of the doxing wasn't from Kiwi Farms, but she kind of framed it in that way that it was, when actually it was from another site. We later found out anyway. She lives in Canada. She got reported to the police, and they came and arrested her under a false allegation. Basically, she was swatted, but it was quite extreme. They had to take her into custody, and they took all of her electrical equipment and stuff, and she raised $100,000. $100,000 of the community saying, I'm going to fight the police, I'm going to fight, I'm going to fight Kiwi Farms, and I need this money. And then didn't actually end up pursuing legal action at all against the police, And also there was discrepancies between her statement of what happened and the police statement of what happened. Even there were discrepancies with her partner who was there. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of the stuff that she says and reality don't seem to match up somehow. And, you know, she is a bully. Like, I don't think Kiwi Farms are great. They're an awful place on the internet. But, you know, she used her influence. She's big on Twitter. She used her influence on Twitter to basically do what this other website, not actually Kiwi Farms, but do what they're doing to her with the doxing, and dox the creator of the Kiwi Farm site, who admittedly doesn't like Keffals, says lots of horrible things about Keffals. You know, the Kiwi Farms is not a good place. And she got it, like, basically taken off of the internet. But yeah, it's scary times. A lot of the things she says that are on social media and on the news are kind of fabricated without any substantial evidence behind it. It's just on a word that she said. Like, she was on the H3H3 podcast, and Klein, he brought up about like HRTs and like testosterone, estrogen, for people transitioning that can't get hold of it, and like do-it-yourself kits and stuff like that. And she denied being kind of part of that world when, you know, Destiny released a manifesto which basically did link her to being part of this website that does teach people how to make your own hormones, which is not safe. And they were selling it to, well, not selling it, but they were promoting it to minors, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I think she's super shady. I don't like the way she conducts herself when it comes to, she has an argument with someone. There's a clip of her going off at other creators. She went off at Stardust and like started getting really, really abusive and stuff. And the way she takes her community and brigades against other communities to try and get them deplatformed, it seems kind of scummy to me. It's okay to disagree with people. Have the argument, have the political argument, you know, come together and talk about it. Don't try and get them taken off platforms with a bunch of false reports that have no substantial evidence to hurt your cause. So yeah, I see her as a bit of a bully, really. When you look at the actions and stuff that she's done with her Twitter account. And yeah, the manifesto was quite extensive. I'll leave a link. You can go check it out. This drama spans like 6 months. It's an epic saga. Destiny versus Keffals versus Destiny. I'm a little bit biased. I don't want to be this person, man. I feel like I'm in the closet Destiny fan. It's only because I disagree with a lot of stuff that he says. And being a black woman and British, like, there's a lot of reasons for him not to like me and for me not to like his content. But he's the only one. He's the only one I feel on the internet right now that is just honest and will just talk to people. Even if they disagree, they could be like the polar opposite of his argument, but he's willing to break bread, come together and actually talk about it. And his ability and need for the truth is next level. He takes it to a whole different level. And sometimes he has changed his opinions in the past. But yeah, I just feel like he's the only one that's really real. But yeah, I don't know. Watch the manifesto, make up your own mind. If you're a Keffals fan, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. It doesn't add up. A lot of the things that she says, like in her statement about the police coming in, she's like, you know, I woke up to a rifle in my face, and then the police were like, we didn't hold a rifle in her face as she woke up. These are fabricated. This didn't happen. Yeah. Anyway, basically, Destiny released a manifesto. He's pursuing legal action against any illegal pursuit for defamation against some of the things that she said about him personally, which are known to be untrue. And yeah, she's in some hot water right now. We'll see what happens. I mean, she's going to continue streaming, and I think she touched on it a little bit on Twitter and said that she debated Destiny and she won. There was no debate. It's memes at this point. But yeah, there's in the manifesto as well, what's really, really hilarious is there's this moment where he's leaked their DMs, and it's basically Keffals begging him to not release this manifesto, to just let it go. She says to Destiny, basically, you know, we both stand to lose a lot here. Why don't we? I'll never talk to you or about you again, and you never talk to me, and we'll just leave it there, and we'll part ways, and we'll be out of each other's lives. And he was like, no, because I think you're wrong, and I don't think that you're a healthy person to be an advocate for trans rights. And you know, she's just a bully. I don't like bullies. I really don't. And I was kind of prepared to give her the benefit of the doubt, because a lot of the things that she's done has been incredible for transgender people. I think, you know, some of the the charity streams that she's done, and some of the things that there are some positive things about Keffals. But yeah, I don't know. Just seeing the way that she talks to other content creators and anyone that she disagrees with, she sort of goes for. And the way that she uses her community to brigade and false report and multiple reports, and they even tried to vandalize Destiny's Wikipedia page. It was just sad, man. It was just so unfair. And like I said, Kiwi Farms are bad. They are bad. I don't think anyone agrees that Kiwi Farms are good, but to knowingly go after them, dox them, and basically doing what your enemy's doing against you. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. Like, I don't know. I feel like you lose a level of your integrity if you go for people that come at you the same way, that if you're using the same tactics and the same thing. I mean, some people say fight fire with fire, but I feel like you fight fire with water, you know. You've got to be compassionate and different. You can't just, because then, you know, the whole world goes blind. I don't know what the saying is. Anyway, that's some juicy whole epic thing that I could go into for days. This is 6 months, man. The manifesto is so brilliant as well. He's got all of his sources, video clips, evidence, DMs, all the stuff is annotated as well. A classic Destiny manifesto, and yeah, Keffals is looking real bad. Right, up next, I never know how to say this game. Phantasmodia. It's the like weird horror game. There's not horror game where you're a ghost hunter. I'm sure I'm butchering the name. I played it like once. I played it once on stream with chat. And it was okay, I guess. It was, I don't know. Anyway, they're in hot water at the moment. The art director had a Discord, and he's in hot water over a member of that Discord was sharing nudes from another member, and this art director said it's fair game, and basically they kept the person in the Discord that leaked nude photos of another member, and you know, he was just sort of saying, you know, it's just boys talking, it's just guys talking, and didn't really apologize and just said it was fair game until they got a whole bunch of backlash, and then they had to release a statement that said basically it was a poor choice of words. Obviously, you know, leaking nudes is not okay, blah 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 blah. And then the game itself released a statement basically saying that they don't support any of those choices, and that they're gonna have some retraining and all this other stuff. But yeah, oh, man, like, why? I just want people that develop games and people that play games to just be cool. Because I mean, in the UK where I'm from, like, you know, leaking nudes of other people without their permission, it's illegal. It's it's illegal. It's a form of revenge porn or whatever. It's illegal. It's not just, you know, not a moral thing to do. It's actually against law. Okay, another one, we've got poker drama, poker drama, and, you know, we had the gambling drama, now the poker drama. Oh, man, I don't know her name. They're in this high-stakes game, and I don't know poker that well. I've played it a couple times, but I don't understand. But they're in a high-stakes game, and the female poker player, I need to find out her name, the female poker player, the female, basically did a call in a place you'd never do a call on a terrible hand. And it broke the thing, and she ended up winning and got accused of cheating by the other guy. When she didn't cheat, she just made a crazy call, which she wouldn't make, but she made it. I think she's just a wild player, you know. Poker be like that. Anyway, he talked her into giving him back the money, which caused even more outrage. Yeah, and was accused of cheating. So I don't know, man. A lot of this like cheating allegation stuff, like unless you have a smoking gun, you are certain. Okay, like there is no other outcome. I've got the evidence, the proof, whatever. Don't be making accusations because you just look bad. I mean, even with the poker, not poker, with the chess, you have Magnus and what's his name, Hans. Is it Hans? Magnus lost the game against Hans, and then wants to call cheats. He's a cheater. He's a known cheater from before. He's cheating now. I don't know how he's cheating, but I know he's cheating. And then like anal beads or something that are vibrating. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. You just look like a crazy person. You look insane. Like, there's no way you could come off looking good. Why is it not a big deal? Because he beat you? And they're like, well, you got to look at the game. This game of chess. He was on black, and his explanations for how he won don't make any sense. It's a bit sketchy, and you're just like, well, maybe you were just having a bad day, and he beat you. You weren't playing your best chess. We can see that from the stats. You were having one of your worst games ever. So, maybe he got into your head, into your psyche. He's cheated before, But I feel like if the people running the chess thing do all the checks, you play the game and you lose, you just got to take it on the head, man. You just got to take it on the head, accept defeat. There's no way you don't come off looking like a sore loser. There's no way. But yeah, if Hans is cheating, like, he'll get found out eventually. He'll get found out eventually. But I really don't think he is. I think Magnus was having a bad day, and he got in his head. Got in his head. Right. Oh, the gambling stuff. So it's Train's last gamble stream the other day. Where will he go next? I think Train is smart. I think he's going to play both platforms. I think he's going to do sports betting on Twitch. And I think on YouTube, Devin Nash said that he could have his channel as a casino and he could keep his stake stuff. And he said that he's going to be doing collaborations with Drake and other exciting collaborations. So I think he's going to have that main content on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I hope he stays on Twitch as well, but we'll see. I think if he's going to be streaming on both, he'd have to give up his partnership. But at this point, I don't think he really cares about his partnership. I think he cares about his money. And yeah, those sponsors are massive. They're not like a little chunk of change. We're talking millions a month. His gamble sponsors are. So anything he could do to maintain that, I think he will do what he has to do. And if that means changing platforms, then so be it. He'll have the audience wherever he goes. He'll probably end up, like Destiny, making more money moving to YouTube. With the revenue split and everything, I think he'll be quids in, to be honest. He'll lose some of his community, but I think the majority will watch him on YouTube. TwitchCon! Well, if you're watching this video now, I might even be at TwitchCon. That's exciting. I'm doing a panel on Saturday at 11:30 at the Nom Nom Theatre. It's 11:30 a.m. We're doing a panel on like streamer etiquette and chat etiquette and people's chat in the BIPOC community. So, basically we're talking about like what not to do when going into Black person stream and what's okay, what's not okay. Yeah, it should be fun. It's just a kind of conversation Q&A thing that I'm excited for. There's loads of stuff going on at TwitchCon I'm super excited for. I'm really excited to meet a lot of American content creators that I've spoken to but not met in person. I'm also excited about meeting some of the Noir team and it's one of my stream teams. And yeah, I'm excited about meeting some buddies, some streamer buddies. So it should be cool. Cool. Well, that's the news. I don't know if I'm going to split this up into many videos. It's like 20 minutes. I don't know. You're not getting another video. I'm at TwitchCon. I'm in San Diego. We'll be back to like lots and lots of videos. We're almost daily at one point. We'll go back to that like soon. Real soon. But not yet. Oh! Sneako! If you don't know who Sneako is, man. So Sneako, very similar to Andrew Tate with his viewpoints on the world. Red Bull enthusiast. He's got his own, similar to Hustle Club thing to do with making money, and he uses streaming as well as other stuff. He used to be part of Mr. Beast's team back in the day. He's a fantastic content creator. I mean, say what you want about Sneako and his ideals and conspiracy theories. I feel like he's spent a little bit too long on the internet and gone down the rabbit hole like deep. But in terms of content, I think he's an incredible content creator. And he was really starting to like turn a corner in his thinking. He hangs out a lot with Destiny. And Destiny's like a granddad. It's just sort of like, you know, well, have you thought about it this way? And, he listens to Destiny. What I like about Sneako is that he does listen. Like, he'll come and talk to someone that has completely different views to him, and he will listen, which is refreshing. Yeah, I thought we were like making some headway with Destiny, but yeah, I think he did a stream with Nick Fuentes, Destiny, and Sneako, and then it got brought to the federal board for investigation as dangerous content, and basically YouTube deplatformed both of his channels. He got kicked off YouTube. Yeah, I think he's probably gonna end up going to Cozy TV or something like that to stream. This is the issue, okay? I was never a fan of deplatforming Andrew Tate, and I'm never a fan of deplatforming in general. I think if you deplatform a content creator because you don't like what they say, then eventually you make a martyr out of them, because everyone that like is interested in their content will follow them to wherever they go, and then it goes underground, and then you can't see it, and then, you know, it gets even more extreme. It gets crazy. And yeah, I think if you disagree with someone, or someone's saying something fundamentally wrong, I think you need to let them talk. You need to let them talk, and then everyone will see how stupid it is. Like, if it goes underground, then it gets more extreme and like crazy. And they also become like a kind of victim martyr thing. You don't want it. And I'm fearful for the future. If we just, you know, deplatform everyone we don't agree with, then eventually we'll kind of eat ourselves. Like, oh, I don't agree with this. Well, I don't agree with what you say. And then it will get even more narrowed down to what we disagree on until it's silly. And then people are getting deplatformed for no reason. Where it's just like, I like the color blue. I don't know. It's crazy. I think deplatforming's never the way. Let them talk. Let them be a big figurehead out there. Let them talk, and they'll get exposed eventually for their viewpoints. Like, I think if you let them talk, the more stupid they look, personally. Well, that's what I think. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's his livelihood, man. Like, he's a full-time content creator. That's his livelihood. Like, what does he do now? I mean, he can go on Cozy TV, I guess. But, I mean, he's not going to get the warmest reception on Cozy TV. I don't know, man. I don't think it's right to deplatform people. If you disagree with them, then have that conversation. Have that argument. Fight back with words. Don't just take them off the internet. I feel like you create a bigger monster that way. In my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours. Comment down below if you like the video. This is nearly 30 minutes. But this is all you're getting this week. So, you know, enjoy. And that's the way the news goes. I'll see you soon. Peace.